Hello, my friend. Welcome to this episode where I'm going to be talking to you about my new morning and evening routines for 2024. And I really truly believe that habit stacking and aligning what you want to do and achieve at a micro level to make it tangible and realistic and not overwhelming. And really, you hear a lot of people talking about if you're wanting to change the trajectory of things for you financially, physically, in anything, it starts with embodiment. But embodiment at a practical level is what you do and how you can really get into a regular rhythm with things is habit stacking and creating solid routines that are going to support you in that. So I really just did a refresh of my routines, and I want to encourage you to do the same in the way that is best for you. If you are a member of my Intentional Productivity Time Management podcast, I have it outlined of why I start everything, whether it's routines or time management or productivity, to start with looking at what season of life you're in. And I can reflect back on like when I tried setting routines for certain seasons of life and it just did not work for me. So what I'm going to talk to you guys about may not work for you. It may not work for you because of the season of life that you're in and the different circumstances that you have. But I just want to encourage you to first, when you are creating and crafting or even thinking about what routines you want to do, you ask yourself, is that realistic for me? And actually, in 2023, I was all about the evening routine. So I'm going to talk about that first because I still stand by, I think morning routines are overrated. And I think that there can be such power in an evening routine. And also there is scientific evidence that having a solid evening routine where, we hear about journaling and meditating and reading in the morning, but there is solid evidence that what you do at the end of the day, and then because you're falling asleep after doing those things, your subconscious mind and your conscious mind, that's the last thing you think of, and that is powerful and profound for the mind. So let's talk about evening routine. For me, I really had the realization in 2023 that an evening routine would be more realistic for me because my kids have always gone to bed fairly early. Now that they're getting older, they're starting to go to bed a little bit later, but I'm like, oh, this is a big pocket of time where I can really have my me time. And I know a lot of moms get caught up in calling their Netflix and watching Netflix till 1 a.m. Trust and believe, my friends, I do not even remember the last time I stayed up till 1 a.m. I don't think I've ever even stayed up until 1 a.m. unless I was taking care of a sick child or that's not the vibe. That's not the vibe of your me time. It's not actually going to help you. It's not actually going to give you more energy. It's not actually going to leave you feeling refreshed and good. So what I want you to do is think if you have kids that wake up at 8 a.m., then yeah, having a morning routine might be more realistic for you. But for me, it was evening, and I kept it so simple. And I started with a few things and I've added it on. So my ideal evening routine is a short stretch, a shower, journaling, and then reading, and then going to bed. So this has been so powerful for me because it really helps me actually relax, unwind, and I've noticed this feels nourishing and refreshing for me time. And I also feel actually very like the day is complete and it's also intentional. But I don't do all 4 of those things every single night. And I'll talk about that because last night I didn't shower. But what I did was I stretched, I got into my pajamas, I sat down and journaled, and then I read. and went to bed. Well, actually last night it was my husband had The Office on, and it was the episode Frame Toby. And if you're an Office fan, oh, that episode is so epic and so funny. So I started to read, and then I put my Kindle down and was just like laughing and giggling next to my husband. And so that was really, really great. But my stretch is like a 5 to 10 minute stretch done on body. I either do the controlled stretches or flexibility, or I just do my own thing where I start with my head and neck, and then I do some shoulder stretches, and then I do some lower back, and then I do some hips, and then I do some legs, and I work my way down. And those ones actually usually take me longer than guided because I just get so into it. I hop in the shower, I take a warm shower, I still stand by, and I'm going to bring on an expert that for us women that are in our cyclical era where we're having a menstrual cycle, that heat is greater than cold, unless it is summertime heat, because nothing beats a cold shower after being in the hot sun all day long. If you live in warm temperatures, like I still think that cold therapy could be super beneficial, but I genuinely think winter months or in certain phases of your cycle that having hot showers really helps calm down the nervous system. I get out, I do my skincare, I put my body oil on, which once again, girl tip, body oil greater than lotion, especially in the wintertime. And then crawl into bed. I do my journaling, and my journaling is so simple. Sometimes it takes me 3 minutes. Sometimes it takes me longer if I get into really reflecting a lot. But I write down 3 wins from the day, 3 things for tomorrow, and then any thoughts that are on my mind. So just put it all onto paper, grab my Kindle, and I go to bed. Grab my Kindle and I go to bed. That's simple. That was my solid routine for 2023. So I can stand by in saying, like, if you guys take this routine, you're going to sleep better, you're going to feel better, you're going to have more focus, your brain's going to be less frazzled when your head hits the pillow. I stand by saying this routine is awesome. Absolutely awesome. The next thing is my new morning routine, which this is the one where it's like, you might listen to this and be like, Joelle, that's not realistic for me because I don't have the flexibility of da-da-da-da-da. But for me, this is what I'm trying out for, especially Q1 of this year. So I'm getting back into the rhythm of waking up and working out. I'm going to wake up, I'm going to do my workout, whether that's strength training, whether that's cardio, whether that's, my approach for fitness this year. But the one thing is for sure is like, I'm not just waking up, doing my pre-workout and then getting right into my workout. I'm still letting my body ease into it in the sense of most of my workouts, pretty much all of my workouts, I'm starting out with spinning and spinning very gently to gently wake up my heart rate. So I'm doing 15 to 30 minutes of like a spin or zone 2 cardio warm up. And sometimes that's all I'm doing. And sometimes I'm doing strength. Like yesterday, I did my spin bike for, I think I was on there for 20 minutes. And then I did 21 Day Fix Extreme upper body. I don't know why out of nowhere I wanted to do that specific workout and like the OG one. But man, you guys, the arm pump from that workout is unreal. My arms are a little bit shaky today. So that was roughly like a 55-minute workout. But I did a warm up. I didn't just like wake up, get to my workout, and then like expect my body to be going at a level 100 right off the bat. That zone 2 cardio, I feel, is a more like it's actually warming my body and my mind to prepare myself for the workout. Then I'm going to get in the shower and get ready for the day. I work from home and I have had some really busy seasons with podcast production that I just am in my sweaty clothes and pajamas all day long. No more. I am leveling up in life. And to me, that is somebody who does their hair and makeup, because even if I am wearing workout clothes, if my hair and makeup is done, I show up different. Some people don't enjoy doing their hair and makeup. I do. I love it. And when I look in a mirror, if my hair and makeup's done, I feel so good. So at least hair and makeup. And then I'm in mom mode. Like that's when it's like, this is where the realistic comes in, because I don't have time to do all that I want to do before my kids wake up. So I've broken it up, and here's how. So I've gotten my workout done. I've gotten my shower and gotten ready for the day. Then I'm in mom mode. I'm getting the kids breakfast. I'm cleaning, where we all clean up breakfast together. We are getting ready and out the door. Does everybody have everything that they need? Is somebody bringing a lunch to school? I bring them to their things for the day, right? Whether that's school or daycare or whatnot. And then when I come back from doing that, I do a little reset. My body usually wants to like continue to go, but it's just this frantic energy. And I didn't want to bring that frantic energy into my work. So I was just like, okay, when I get back home from dropping off the kids, I'm going to do my quick Bible study. I'm going to pray. I'm going to sit in silence for 5 minutes. And you guys, this is not overcomplicating. I think people, when we are doing guided meditations, I think they are great. But I think there is so much more power in just sitting in silence, even for 2 minutes. So I'm sitting in silence. You could call it meditating, but I'm just sitting in silence for 5 minutes. My goal would be to get up to 10 minutes, but I'm starting off with 5. And I'm going to work my way up. After my 5 minutes of silence, I will go to my office and really plan out my day, and then I get into work. So that whole routine, I mean, this is just seriously brand new for 2024. I just started it the last 3 days. So I have felt so good. Like it's something where I immediately put this into place and I'm like, this is gonna work for me. This is creating exactly what I want. I want movement every day. I know that movement starts and helps my brain and my body get focused. I know that I enjoy working out, so I get to start my day with something that I enjoy. But I also wanted that peace, that peaceful element to my morning routine. And if I woke up and just sat and read and sat and journaled, it became so long. And when the kids got up, I was just like, oh, I felt like I had a lot of frantic energy in my body. And so with this, I can now see, even after saying it out loud to you guys, I can see how it's really starting my day with energy and then calmness, and then energy output, then recentering. So each one is when I wake up and I start with my steady state cardio, which is usually my bike, just because my kids are still sleeping. The walking treadmill's a little loud. So starting with my bike, that's gentle movement. And then I come back down by doing my shower and my hair and my makeup. That to me is grounding and relaxing. Then I'm back into mom mode, and that is obviously very energetically out. There's a very output energetic thing, right? And then I come back home and I do my devotional and ground myself once again before diving into work. And I've also even had the thought of 20 minutes before my kids get back home from school or go pick them up from daycare, whatever it is I'm doing, how can I recenter and ground myself then? That will probably be my next routine that I work on. But those are my 2 solid routines. So to sum up again, start with a night routine. I know everybody talks about their morning routine, but I get it. Sometimes it can be really hard to get out of bed. 2023, and especially probably even 2022, I wasn't waking up before my kids. I really felt like I had to try out the whole prioritizing. Well, I always prioritize sleep, but not waking up and doing a workout. And in reflection, that has not served me well. That hasn't served me well. And that was something I had to ask myself. So I start with the evening routine, establish that. For me, it's a stretch, a shower. So, and if I don't shower, then just do skincare, right? So stretch, shower, journal, read. Morning routine is wake, workout, mom mode, and then Bible study, which is really like Bible study, prayer, 5 minutes of quiet, and then I grab my planner and write out my to-dos for the day. So those are my routines for 2024. If you are wanting to get into a good, solid routine, you're creating routines for yourself, like you go, girl. You try it and you tweak it. Like I said, these are my routines that I am planning on doing. But if I get to March and something is just not working, or when summertime rolls around and when the kids are home with me more, I may change up this routine because I want to spend more of the daytime outside instead of in my office. Like, I don't know. I just want to end this on the point that I'm trying to make is try a routine. Make sure that you're like giving it with a glance of like, is this really going to work with our season of life? Because waking up at 5 a.m., if you have a newborn or an infant that's waking up multiple times, like, girl, don't do that. Don't do that. I did that. I wish I could go back in time and be like, no, sleep. No, that's not for you. Not for this season of life. But really just take a look at what could be realistic for this season of life. And also, like, what do you want from your routines? And so that's where mine really stemmed from, is I knew what I wanted from my routines. So that's why I created the what's of what they are, is because I knew the why. Okay. But I hope these are simple enough for you. Oh, morning routine. So morning routine, wake up, workout. We already went through that, didn't we? Oh my gosh, you guys, I've been talking so much. I haven't been on the mic in a while. And then once I hit record, I start talk. So I hope you are setting yourself up for success in 2024. Not because New Year's resolutions is a thing, not because you need to change your life or drastically, like, just whatever the hype is that's going on in your brain, but really just being like, I want to create routines and healthy habits because it's going to give me more energy, because it's going to help me live longer, because I'm going to feel happier and healthier. It doesn't have to be about like, oh my gosh, I'm going to become a whole new person in 2024. I've seen people try to take that approach, and guess what? Majority of the time, they're still doing the same things because they haven't gone to the granular level of habits and rhythms. It boils down to those microscopic things. And so I know I did reference my time management course. It's all on a podcast feed. So you can listen to it just as easy as you're listening to this. Very affordable. If you have not gotten it yet, make sure you check it out in the show notes, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye. Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you loved what you heard or you want to share your favorite episode topics, please leave a rating and review. This helps the podcast growth and gives people an idea of what the podcast is all about. Something new and exciting that I wanted to share with you before we go is that we now have a Patreon page. This has replaced the Feminine Edge collective community in a cohesive place that is easier for me to manage and cheaper for you. If you are interested in our monthly classes, exclusive day in the life vlogs, Bible studies, community Q&A, and more, go to patreon.com/livingInSync and join for just $5 a month. Check out the show notes for any links or details of things referenced in today's episode, and I look forward to chatting with you in the next one.